Hello, black man. This guided journal is being made available to build character, confidence, and define the inner person.
It has been deemed clear that our culture and our past has hindered black men from being open and vulnerable. Hello, black man.
Hello, black man. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back in the building with another day after Christmas holiday. We just gotta do some specials here, bringing on some phenomenal people that I've been engaged with, been doing business with, been helping promote over the last few months. Some people that has really helped uplift the brand, and we've done the same for their brand and their businesses. What's up, man? Hope everybody's had a happy holiday. Today is Sunday, so I mean, Christmas really fell on a great day on Saturday because you have the Friday to get ready for it, to prepare. Then you have your Saturday to actually have fun if you want to go out Saturday or do whatever you like to do. You have Sunday to rest. And then you have the day to kind of, unwind and get back into the swing of things. Some people have multiple days and weeks off planned around around the holidays, so they're off. They're off until the first of the year, and that's great as well. But today, I wanted to bring on a guest that we've been jumping on his podcast. He has welcomed us with literally with open arms. Like how people like him already. Like this guy, like literally we from the same hometown. And as down to earth and as cool as a person you want to meet. And like I said, like instantly we jumped in this podcast and said, hey man, whenever y'all want to come back, y'all come through. And we have regularly visited and been a part of some phenomenal shows, phenomenal discussions. What I really like about the podcast and the movement they have going on, there is no coercion. Everybody got their own separate opinion. There's nothing planned. There is no let's say this, let's say that. There are some people that are between red light and green light on different opinions as far as how they feel on certain things. So they bring up a lot of hot topics and they're able to discuss intelligently and quickly and go through a lot of material in a short amount of time. So when I bring him on, he's going to tell you all about what he has going on, his podcast and his movement and things of that nature. So it's just a phenomenal time. So, man, thank y'all for joining in for the Hello Black Man podcast. And I've been busy. I got a lot of things cooking, a lot of things on the front burner, the back burner, the oven, and then you got the little bottom oven part, the part that black people don't use. But I got some stuff in there. It's supposed to be browning oven, but I got some stuff in the browning oven. And but you just got to be patient with us. We got a lot coming up. We got a new journal that we'll be launching first of the year. And I think it's going to be impactful to exactly to who we wrote it to. But we're not going to parlay. We're not going to, the old folks in Mississippi say tarry. We're not going to tarry long. We're going to bring on a phenomenal guest, and he's going to tell you all about what he got going on. Lope from the GOAT.
What's that word, family?
What's happening, my guy? What's happening?
Oh, man, just sitting back, relaxing. I want to say Merry Christmas to you and your family, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Happy holidays as well. Happy holidays to you, man. What you had going on this weekend, man?
Oh, well, nothing much, man. It's just small, intimate thing that me and my family had going on. So pretty small, close-knit thing that we had going on in summer. I mean, well, this
man, that's what's up. My family actually had a little small get-together New Year's Eve night. And like I said, it's one of those things. We didn't have it last year in the midst of the pandemic. This year we had our, the regulations, must have masks, girls are vaccinated, blah, blah, blah. But it's just good just to be around family. At some point in your life, it's just kind of what you do, because when you were younger, you just had to do it. You had to be around family. It's just how our families were. We are going to your aunties. We're going to grandmamas. We're going there. And then as you kind of grow up, you just kind of separate and kind of do your own thing and stuff like that. But I tell my young cousins and stuff now, I'm the OG now. Like I'm one of the OGs in the family. So now I'm calling, checking on them. Hey, are y'all coming to the little family thing? Y'all come through and stuff like that. It's just crazy how time has kind of come full circle for stuff like that.
Well, that's what I kind of want to be within the family unit. I want to be the person that
Mm-hmm.
everybody comes to. We have a lot of fun at holiday events, so I want to be that person that throws those holiday events. I did back in the day, a few years back. I definitely had the house jumping with family members over
Mm-hmm.
all the time, and now it seemed like we just went a little bit our own ways. I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
why, but people have realized that um, sometimes a little air is what's needed too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You got to kind of be yourself and see get your own vibe about people. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time is that it's certain people you need to be around and certain people you don't. Family or not, you know what I'm saying? Friends or not. It just kind of one of those things you just kind of got to feel out for yourself. If
Yeah.
you would, man, tell the audience who you are, where you from, and what all you got going on.
Okay, well, check this out. I'm Low from the Go. The Go stands for Chicago. I host a podcast, like you said, where we review video footage most of the times.
Mhm.
I'll bring a little bit more just straight dialogue into the situation as well. But right now I host a show called Members Only Podcast. That's on YouTube. You can find that at Members Only Podcast. That's members with a Z. And also, if you want to find us quickly, make sure at the end of that you add MOP. So check that out. Check it out. It's on YouTube, man. Got some pretty interesting shows. I focus more on hip hop news, political, current events, things of that nature. With my perspective, and it's only my perspective. I don't expect my perspective to reflect on everybody in the listening audience, but I do expect them to give me respect, and I'll give them the same. Right now I'm representing Hello Black Man with the HelloBlackMan.com t-shirt, bro. And it's
Yes,
custom
sir.
with the low from the go on the side.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
It's custom.
Hey, you got that thing personalized.
Yeah, man. That meant a lot to me to get that package in the mail.
Got that
I
thing
also have
personalized.
here, bow,
There it is.
that Journey Journal, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta get the Journey Journal. Yes, indeed. I want to ask your permission before we really start. I want to ask your permission to repost this on my channel.
Oh, absolutely, yes, sir. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely, man. Like I said, like I told Took, man, it's just crazy how we just kind of connected, and then like what I'm saying. When she said, "Well, I'm finna jump on the podcast," like I know what podcast she's jumping on. I know it's gonna be live. I know it's gonna be entertaining. She's gonna get a chance to speak her mind, and like I said, that's important. You on your podcast. I watch how you regulate time and stuff like that. So everybody gets a chance. If the people kind of quiet, you make sure you pull them in. Like all this stuff is noticed, especially to a person that's saying that's trying to get into that realm. So all those dotting your I's and crossing your T's, man, it's commendable, and I think you're doing a phenomenal job over there building that brand up.
Well, just to let everybody know, I'm a new podcasting guy, bro. Like one day I just came in the house watching the Breakfast Club, and I told my girl, I got a lot of opinions on a lot of this stuff that I'm watching. Maybe I should start a podcast. And she said,
Mm-hmm.
all nonchalant, like, okay, well, go ahead, start a podcast. Next thing you know, a humongous box came in full of equipment. It's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm starting a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Like this is it. Like you okay with this? I'm moving forward.
Right, right. I only been up less than a year, but see, my thing is I like to connect with people regardless. I find myself telling myself sometimes, you need to shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking to people you don't know, man. Like sometimes just don't say
Yeah,
nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let the silence be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I do. I know exactly what you're saying. Like, okay, now what?
Yep. So,
Yeah.
and being an entertainer when I was younger, being a rapper, opening the doors for people like Chief Keef, being around some of the best rappers in Chicago, it kind of just got me, as I'm an entertainer anyway, so it
Mhm.
just makes sense to do a podcast because of the simple fact I no longer rap and I want to still be in the public eye some type of way. I want to get my
Right.
message across. That's the whole thing about rapping. It's the same thing. I feel like
True.
you want to get your message across. That's it. You know, like I say, it's okay to disagree with me too. You know, we're
Right.
not supposed to think alike. We're not twins. We're not conjoined by the brain. You know,
Right.
so I started my podcast, man, and I started a network along with that. So that way I can bring serious podcasters into the fold
Yeah.
because we're serious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, for
Black
sure.
Man, Hello Black Man is serious, is a serious podcast. You know what I'm saying? Members Only is a serious podcast. You know, I do the interviews, Fast and Furious interviews. You
Yep.
can find those, you know, on YouTube as well. They got their own spot. You know, we got different spots. I did groups to where people that's like-minded or supporters can join a group, or when you want to look up Members Only podcast, that's members with a Z, MOP. When you want to look up Members Only podcast, it'll be easier to find them because they're in so many different places. You know, they're everywhere. I
Yep.
told somebody to look me up and they found me on TikTok. It's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
Right, right, right. See, it's all, you know, like I say, that Z is important because there's other podcasts called Members Only. So
Right.
that Z is important. So you put
Got it.
that Z at the end of that members, and or you put that MOP at the end of Members Only podcast, regardless of how you spell it, you put MOP behind it, I'm gonna pop up.
That's what's up, man. Listen, like I said, man, your branding and your pushing of your marketing and getting people engaged in your movement, and it's phenomenal. Like I said, and it's refreshing because you do see some podcasts is just real straight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is agreeing on every topic. You know what I'm saying? It's like they've had a pre-conversation about it, and you like, what am I watching it for? Everybody gonna agree. And I think the first or the second time we was on your podcast, there was two gentlemen no, I don't agree with that. No, that is not how I think. And they were able to articulate exactly why one thought red, the other thought green. It's just refreshing to be able to be amongst people that don't think alike and can articulate well why they think a certain way or what circumstances have brought them to that conditioning of thinking. So it's been phenomenal. It really has, man. I tell people all the time, like, hey, this is something that we can get behind, and it's something that we can support from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? That's the great thing about the internet. Here you are on my podcast. Everybody that sees it, I want them to tap in, follow, subscribe, share. When you pop on, I want them to get the same notification as if they were popping on to see us, man, for real.
Oh yeah, and just like I brought up my groups earlier, feel free to post, you know, every show that you do inside of the Members Only Facebook group because
Mm-hmm.
that's what that group is for. It's for the network to put their message out, you know. And I'm not a greedy guy. I'm not even the leader of this group. You know, it's you might be the leader. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I'm just here
You just want to see progress.
Right, right, right. So I'm just here doing it. I'm gonna get on here and do the news stories by myself, regardless. I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna meet new people,
Yep.
bring them onto the podcast. See, that's the thing right there. You said everybody got their own opinion, man. I
Mm-hmm.
might have somebody that straight up don't got it all on the show, man. You know, he's talking to his audience though. You know what I'm saying? And they feeling what he's saying, and it's
Right.
far
Yeah.
off stuff. And you know, we got to entertain that too because
Yeah.
that's the type of show we got, you know, uh, and I love doing it. And, you know, I work a full job, you know, 5 days a week, come
Yep.
home and maybe I'll do a show, maybe I don't. But, you know, I try to keep consistently putting out new material and new content.
Man, that's what's up. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna ask you a series of questions, about 3 questions, maybe 4, and just get your opinion. You're straight off the cuff. Like I say, everybody know this is definitely unrehearsed. And let's get a black man's opinion on some of these questions, how it hits, and where you stand on some of these topics. So the first question is, this is question 31 in the journal. It says, hello, black man. What's the most uncharacteristic thing you've done to impress someone? Were they impressed? Explain what you feel you would have done differently. So this may take you to your younger days, you know what I'm saying? Those impressionable days.
Yeah, most craziest thing I ever did to get like somebody's attention. Something that's not like me normally. That's a hard one right there, brother.
Yeah.
I buy a bottle of Hennessy and let you drink it first. I don't know. I don't know. Oh wow. Oh, I got one.
There it is.
At Navy Pier one time. It's a beautiful summer night in Chicago. I had a young lady with me. I don't want to say who it was. Had a young lady with me, and my stem broke on the rose. I brought her a rose, trying to impress her.
Mm-hmm.
Stem broke on the rose, and I ran back down there to the rose person, got her a new rose, ran back down there to her with the rose, and like got on my knees and passed it to her. That's it, the deal, bro.
You done.
That's it, the deal, bro.
I mean, like, see, stuff like that, like that level of expression, like, does that happen today though? Like, do guys, are they willing to do that these days?
I think guys do that type of stuff these days. Like not too long ago, one time I pulled up on my woman of 13 years, pulled up on her, picked her up from work, got out with a dozen of roses. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well, now that sound like that's who you are. That sounds like you are the type of person that's willing to pay that tribute. Like that may be your language. Like, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But like some of these, I just say from a generation standpoint, do you see the generations under you coming telling you, "Oh, gee, this is what I did for my old lady. This is what I did for my girlfriend," stuff like that?
Oh no, man. That's a thing in the Black community too. We're not engaging each other with love.
Yeah.
So situations like that, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. Some young guys, let's just assume most young guys would do something nice for their girlfriend, but you got boys, don't
Yeah. Yeah.
you? Date?
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I try to tell my son, let me tell you what you could do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's still gonna be up to him to go through it. But I say, hey man, just take us some candy to
Look,
school.
check this out. Lil Durk just got on his knees
Yeah, you
in the
did.
concert in Chicago. So it's
Did.
maybe a Chicago thing, Got
Yeah.
on his knees in the concert in Chicago and
Yeah. I
proposed
saw
to
it.
his girlfriend.
Yep.
That beautiful?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, listen, that's heart beating fast. That's everything. That's all the emotions, skin clamming. That's all. He can ask for more of a rush, and she couldn't either. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought that was absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I saw it. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. I
so
saw
that's
that.
the type of stuff we talk about on Members Only. You know what I'm saying? On Members Only podcast. Like I said, don't forget the MOP. That's the exact stuff that we talk about on our show. And we get a little deeper too as well. We talk politics, relationships. I started
Dude.
to add a new segment to the show. It's the relationship question of the day.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
got a question because I'm gonna do my show tomorrow night. Normally I do it on Sunday, but I'm
Yep.
gonna do it tomorrow night because it was the holiday weekend.
Got it.
7 o'clock tomorrow. It's a recorded show. It's not gonna be live, so you guys you'll have to catch up on my YouTube channel. But I'm gonna let you in on it. I'm gonna break this. This is breaking news
Breaking news.
on HelloBlackMan.com, ladies and gentlemen. Low from the Go is about to announce breaking news on the show. The relationship topic for this week is: are you man enough to let your wife have a boyfriend? Let that sink in.
Oh man, listen. Now you finna start a whole nother topic, man. That's a whole nother ball game right there.
All right. So that's gonna be the relationship question on Members Only podcast tomorrow night. I
Yeah.
have it out tomorrow night, no later than 10
I
p.m.
I, I I'll be there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I mean, just the way you word it, I gotta see what the angles are. in
Yeah,
that thing.
it's a lot of different variables
Yeah,
that I throw at that situation to make you think.
I got it.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Throw at that situation, it's gonna make you think. Well, can I? Could I? Am I that type of guy? Will I transform into that type of guy? You know? All right.
yeah. I'll be there.
Everybody I asked
I
that
definitely
question,
be
they
tuning
start
in.
tripping, bro.
You got one guess for sure. You got one for sure. I'm tuned in 100%. Absolutely.
Appreciate that. I appreciate you guys for joining the show. It's
Oh
all
yeah.
do, representing Hello Black Man, getting the word out there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So I got this is question 24 in the journal. It says, "Hello, black man. What or who motivates you, and describe how it feels to be motivated. Who or what motivates you?"
Um, Success motivates me more than any person. I want to be successful, just like Drake made that song. I just want to be successful
Yeah,
at all costs. Like I said, it was a great transition for me, a normal transition for me to go from rapping, entertaining, into going into doing podcasts and talking to people and meeting new people. That's what I do. I told you sometimes I'm serious.
yeah,
Like, dude, I used to sell movies at one point, making more than the drug dealers. They didn't even know it. Underneath, they didn't know it till I like brought something expensive. Man, what I would buy would be a car. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like I wouldn't
yeah,
buy jewelry. I wouldn't buy none of that. I buy a car. They be like, Dad, this nigga just pulled up in a BMW. You know what I'm saying? Like selling movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Like, yeah,
yeah,
I'm pulling up. I'm throwing them rims. I love rims. I love sounds. Everything about cars.
yeah,
I love. So I used to sell movies. And the homeless people used to come to me, bro, and talk to me. And I would talk to them like they was a customer, knowing damn well they didn't have a TV, bro. I
yeah,
would talk to them like a customer. And one day the homeless lady just walked up to me, gave me $10. It was another homeless lady. I did her the same way. She told me she was gonna buy a movie for her kids for about a week straight. She came with $5 and brought that movie for her kids. And people, why you talking to her? She gonna scare away your customers, Now I'm a good person when it comes down to people.
yeah,
When it comes down to talking and being around people, I'm just a good person. I can get fooled by people. So I try to stay away from a lot of people.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I always turn the horn to a housewife.
Uh, hold on, man. Listen, you said you can get fooled by people. You
Yeah.
said you can get fooled by people, so you
Get
don't
fooled
hang around a lot of people.
by thinking that they good people.
Man, listen,
It's
that's a listen. I don't know if you, I don't know. I know you know, but like that's powerful because people, as when people crowds in large, you think people have the same heart you do. You think people have the same mindset you do, just because they hadn't showed you anything else. Because you brought them so far into your circle, and they seem innocent. They seem a certain way. And people fool you. I don't know if it's them fooling you or you fooling yourself.
uh, I just, don't trust a lot of people. I'm from Chicago, real OG. You know what I'm saying? I got the gift of talking to people. Evidently, I can network with people,
Mm-hmm.
but I never think of myself as the lead person or the person that can hold something together. It's gonna be somebody else. I'm gonna set the pace for the next person. That's the actual Messiah to come forth and lead our people. Bam, straight to that promised land.
Yeah, I do. I like that. Like I said, this is one of those things where, like you said, people will fool you, man. People will get in your bag and tear your whole house down, and you won't even know where it's coming from. And then once you figure out what's happening or who's saying stuff or how things are getting moved around, like it's too late. Like it's literally too late. It's literally that's what people do though. Like I said, you cannot trust everyone. You cannot. I'm gonna ask you one question out of our entrepreneur journal. Since you're an entrepreneur, we're doing entrepreneur type things. This question is question 15. It says, "Hello, black entrepreneur. What motivates you to be your own boss? And describe your passion. What motivates? Why you want to be your own boss?
All right, well, let me just say this, right? You know, at my job, I'm like a black spokesperson.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, a lot of Africans work where I work at. They don't speak up. They don't say nothing for themselves. So I say something to them. Just recently, I went to HR and I told them, I said, look, we get a half a point every 90 days straight that we work. Like I said, that half a point ain't cutting it. We need a full point. Got that done. Bam. You know what I'm saying? That's for everybody, white, black, whatever, you know. But I just do things like that. I'm always in the HR office. Hey, we got to get this going. We got to get that going. One day my boss just came to me and told me, like, why don't you start your own business? Okay, Karen, I will. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, yeah.
They say you running their business already. So, man, why don't you just start your own? You running this one already.
Yeah, man. You know, it's just crazy. So what motivates me is, like I said, I want to be successful. I got a dream in my head. Now, one day, I'm gonna say this on my show. I'm gonna reveal it on my show. I'm gonna say, family, I just opened up my first U.S. cellular phone shop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my dream right now. I see it coming within a few years, hopefully. But that's my dream right now. I'm gonna get on my show and say, I just opened up my first cell phone store. I don't care who it is, what provider, you know, but I definitely want to deal with luxury devices. So I
Got it.
don't care who it is and what provider, but I'm opening up a shop. Yeah, next thing you know, to stay within the technology, fix it realm.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know
Yep.
what I'm saying? The new stuff coming out, stay with the hottest stuff, the
Yep.
trends, and
Yep.
then just keep on going from there.
Yeah, that's some long term thinking, man. That's a long term. That's a long term thought, man. A lot of people look for right now. You go to that RAM, you go to that business. You talking about the next 40 years, people gonna be buying phones, getting phones repaired, getting needing the latest and greatest devices and stuff like that. So that's a great strategy, great goal to have in mind, man. Absolutely. So
Right.
listen, we're gonna switch gears, man, and I want to know what's next for you. What all you got coming up on your podcast? Make sure people know how to get in contact with you. Just make sure everybody that looks at this from our side say, "Hey, I know where to go. I know how to get in contact with him, and I know what he got coming up."
All right. Well, it's low from the go at gmail.com. Members Only Podcast. I'm all over the internet. I'm all over Facebook. You can find Members Only Podcast on Instagram. You can find Members Only Podcast on Twitter. You can find Members Only Podcast on TikTok. So we everywhere. We out there. All you got to do is remember to put that Z at the end of members. Members Only Podcast. And MOP will bring it up most of the time.
Got it.
What I got next, I'm just gonna keep putting the pedal to the metal, keep gas in the vehicle, keep it going, you know. And that's another thing. You can hear me stuttering a little bit, man. I stutter.
Yep.
It's something for me to get up here and talk to you guys and get on this microphone and talk. It's kind of hard sometimes, you know. My pronunciation of words suck, so it's kind of hard sometimes to get up here and talk to you guys. But yeah, just follow us at Members Only Podcast. And I do want to say once again, bam, I'm rocking my Hello Black Man
No
t-shirt.
doubt.
Members Only Podcast on the back of it as well. You know, so I really appreciate you guys for sending me the t-shirt and the journal. I encourage everybody to go out and find Hello Black Man. What could you find Hello Black Man just for my audience when I repost it, bro?
Just helloblackman.com. They go to helloblackman.com. They have a place to order. If they are Amazon junkies, there's a place on there that links you directly to Amazon. You can just throw it in your cart with the other 100 boxes that you ordered in a week. So you can go right there and get it. Either way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I really appreciate you guys for letting me join the show.
Absolutely, man.
Believe it or not, this is my first time with somebody actually asking me questions.
Man, listen, you've done a phenomenal job. It's just so crazy how when you start talking to people, the similarities that come up. I myself stutter. My dad stutters. and you talk about pronunciation and stuff. So I was recently in Iowa, and literally, you know, you had like a little startup meeting. You have most businesses have startup meetings. You start talking and stuff like that. And I know I'm country. I know I have a country twang or accent or whatever you want to call it. So I started talking. Man, you just seen them people looking at me like man, like what? They touching each other like I was speaking a different language. They're like, hey man, where you from? Where y'all from? I'm like, I'm from Mississippi. Like, yeah, man, you sound different. And you would think that the I guess the pronunciations were similar because they're from out west and down south, but it's nothing the same. So different. You know, the way they pronounce certain words and the way we pronounce them are so different. And I felt some type of way. Like I felt some type of way. I felt like I felt like they were trying to take a shot at me from an intelligence standpoint because I sounded a certain way. So I always try to just be mindful of it. It makes you kind of nervous when you're speaking. You want to make sure you're saying things properly because you don't know who's listening. So I feel you 100% on that. I feel you 100% on that.
That's why I don't never do live shows that much. You know what I'm saying? That's why, Lo, why you ain't never going live? I don't go live because I want to make sure you understand what I'm talking about.
Got you.
My point. It's best as I can edit, you know.
Got it.
I'm still doing that too, so.
Man, Lo, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you being a phenomenal guest. Of course, I promise you, we will be in contact. We will continue to support, man. The Members Only podcast, everything you do, I think is phenomenal. Continue to grow. And, man, I just thank you for your time.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace. Man, that's Lo from the Go, man. Make sure y'all check out the Members Only podcast. What we're going to do to ensure that you all can get in contact with him, we're going to drop that link in the comments below. This guy has been opening his doors to Hello Black Man from Chicago. I've never met this guy face to face. We just been over the internet. He's doing something similar, as same as we are, and he's has allowed us on his platform to give our opinion on certain things. I just think it's cool, man. You have to be receptive, and you have to be able to reciprocate that type of energy, that type of phenomenal feedback. So I want you all to make sure you go to YouTube and follow his podcast on Facebook as well. My name is Jamie Jenkins. I thank you for your time. Hello, Black Man. I'm back in the building. And so we got a lot of good content. We got a lot of good content coming to you. Me and Tooth, we got our follow-up show that we'll be doing that's kind of getting to know each other for you all. So I think you all enjoyed it last time, got a lot of great reviews. So we're going to be doing some more talking, some more digging into some relationship type stuff. Relationship, I don't think you can get enough good relationship advice. Now, what you do with the advice is going to be, up to you and your home. So listen, don't forget, I'm gonna go through the gambit. I'm gonna go through the gambit real quick. For you couples out there, old couples, new couples, the Hello Black Couple Journal for 2 individuals. Go and get that. Of course, we've already shown you the Hello Black Man Journal, 52 unique questions for the man in your life, man, uncle, brother, nephew, son. They need it. If you got a young child that needs to be able to express themselves other than social media, grab your Hello Black Child Journal. Also, Hello Black First Responder. You have a policeman that you want to allow them some space and time to get to know themselves. Some firemen, some first responders, paramedics. This is directly for that group of people. We also have for the college student. Listen, if you're in college now, were in college 20 years ago, or planning to go to college, this is something great to have, just to relive old memories or to write down the things you're going through right now. Of course, we have the entrepreneur. This has been selling out. We literally have like 2 copies on hand. So, hey, listen, if you're an entrepreneur, grab this and kind of keep your business in line. We have the educators for all our principal teachers, anybody in the education realm. This is specifically for you. I think you are underpaid and not as valued as high as you should be. For our teens, basically from another planet, hey, listen, give them some space, give them some room to operate. I promise you, they will tell you some things that you don't know about. And we have the Hello Black Woman, mom, daughter, niece, grandmom. Let's connect generations. And also for our non-melanin friends and family, we have the Journey Journal. It has a unique set of questions for any and everyone. Listen, guys, it's been phenomenal talking to you this evening. Hello, Black Man. Make sure you visit helloblackman.com.